Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator. Today with August Audio Journal. I'm going to spread these out a little bit further. Just do them like for one day and then upload the one day version instead of doing the multiple day setup. So I might like do this like once a week till the end of the month. So, recently I got to sell about 20 games out of my board game collection to a place out of town that was willing to buy them. And it got me not quite $100, but almost there. It was kind of swung there for a moment because it was like, we really only buy sealed games, is what they were telling me, but they bought mine anyway. It helps that I take good care of my shit. Card sleeves, bags or containers for the pieces. I fully replaced the rulebook for MIL because it needed it. The only one that would have an issue is a game that is missing like one piece that is easily replaceable, substitutable with something else, and one of the figures for it is missing one of its details, but that's like easily replaced or substituted with green stuff modeling or play or something like that. Maybe an action figure with something, or a little figure with something similar to what's missing. But those are out of my collection, and the money has gone to help my grocery bill, thankfully, and the board game league. That's $20 for the board game league is what I need for Tuesday. In theory, I have the entirety of the board game league to pay for the entry, but I wanted to just have it ready out of this. And the funny thing is, I came up with a whole plan because I didn't know what was going to happen bills wise and paycheck wise. But it turns out the check I'll get at the end of this coming week will cover my phone bill and part of my remaining bill, and then the check after that will finish it off. So really, I got nothing to worry about. So I sold those games for. Well, I kind of needed to, anyway. Make some space here and put the money towards something else. Also, I'm kind of just gonna halt my job search until maybe next month or so. It's like they're willing to keep me on this job, even though the views of my coworkers are kind of off-putting. It's like, but if I just shut up and bear it, I've got this stable job, sort of, even when the hours get crazy. The holidays are coming. The big holidays are coming. The hours are going to go up. So, there's that. Draw my little drink. I think it'll take something absolutely critical for me to have to go search for a different job. But yeah, while I was out of town, I got to go visit the costume store out of town. Good old Spirit Halloween. I wanted to. I wanted to go get a second, a backup of one of the costumes that I have, but I need to be like absolutely sure about my money situation first. So I'm gonna have to wait on that until another time. But yeah, I'm looking at my costumes that are hanging up in my closet. I actually took some out of my box, one of my boxes, just just to have more space to work with shelf wise. Um, just better to have them hanging up, working it to them if I need them. Need them. There's okay. It's between using the rainbow dress that I got from Hot Topic, and getting like fairy wings and stuff, and going with that idea. Or there's revisiting my idol concept, the over the top idea for an idol outfit that, with now that I've actually seen what idols are actually wearing, there's no way any of them would wear something like this. So it's more like a original character, magical girl type of thing, or princess or something. I don't know, but that's an option. Or I might fall back on something I've worn before. Let's see how I'm feeling when October draws near. Um, and I probably should get back to stitching. I keep saying I need to get back to stitching, and I'm just sitting in front of my computer watching whatever. I need to. I miss those days of like working on my costume while like watching anime. I didn't have to worry about keeping up with the chat. I don't have to pay too much attention. If I missed something, I could um, rewind. And then most of the stuff I was watching was like in English dub, so I could listen to it and not miss anything. Although I tried watching. There were times I tried to watch subtitle stuff and work on my things, and I have to keep looking up and such. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Um, I really don't want to get started on the whole subs versus dubs thing again because I'm not in the good mood for it right now. Speaking of distractions, I uninstalled Sudoku from my phone. I had a streak of about 40, 41, and I'm just, why am I spending all my time on this? I've thrown hours away on this silly little puzzle game, and it keeps throwing me ads. It's like, really, ads on Sudoku of all things. It's like, can I just have a game I can play without ads? Presumably, I could just go back to Shadowverse, but I keep logging into that thing just for my daily shit, for what it's worth. But I don't know if I want to come back to that anytime soon. When I need to focus on my projects, like the art project I have planned, I have these little wooden discs that I've been wanting to paint up to look um, to represent the advanced civilization tools. Just as kind of a fun little project of mine, just to be creative, and that might be something to do for a stream idea, or not stream video. Won't be able to stream for a long ass time. But as far as videos go, I think the next thing I'm gonna do is Baldur's Gate 2 Part 2, because I did that little poll on my community post, and I only got one vote, and that's for that game. Oh, excuse me very much, please. Yeah, I was try not to get too much spoiled for me, but I had to because I was thinking about what happened last time, and then that freaking lightning machine is like my party was just getting torn apart. It's like clearly I shouldn't go this way. And then I was looking up on GameFAQs. It's like actually you are supposed to go this way. You just have to shut it down. Um, so I'll keep that in mind and figure things out from there. Um, I don't know what kind of notes I should be taking with that game. Just like pay attention to stuff. I'm not too good at remembering stuff sometimes, but I would like to make more progress on that game. Uh, Anything else I'd want to play though? No. It's a nice game. I'm glad I got into it again. But it's going to be between Baldur's Gate 2, Morrowind, and Diablo 2 for games I end up playing for a while. Which is fine. It's content. People are watching it. I was kind of surprised to see the views I got for the Witcher Adventure game video, like 21 views. It's like you never know what you're gonna get when you put something on YouTube. It's anywhere from a little bit to a lot. Um, Everyone else is gonna keep trying. I might as well keep trying too. Um, yeah. So I don't have it listed here, but I know I said I was going to get into the board game league. So it's going to be an interesting puzzle of figuring out what games I want to run for the league. I mean, we have people bringing in their games. Um, and such. So it's either bring my own games or expect to play what everyone else is bringing. And there's a lot of games that we've played every freaking league, and it gets kind of boring sometimes. I mean, we played Downforce quite a bit, like every league. Yeah, the main thing with the board game league is just you can't play the same game twice in the same league. Although you can do a multi-game session and have the overall winner of that as the official winner. Then again, it doesn't really seem to matter too much as we end up finding a game for all of us to play anyway. And then it's mainly weighted to who's actually been winning for selecting the final game. But in general, most people out there agree on it. I'm thinking because I know I kind of want The Witcher Old World, but I want that to be something I get with when I sell the remainder of my games that I'm looking to sell. That store credit. So, looking at other games there, and I'm seeing Francis Drake, game about the explorer. That might be one I suggest. We'll see who goes for it, and if so, cool. But we'll just have to see what happens. Let's just see if we actually get more players this time around. Or we just have the people we've been having. We got a new player from last league. Is coming in. Just hoping they'll stick around and such. And all that. Would be nice to see some more people though. It just And speaking of seeing more people, um, I really wonder what it's going to take to, you know, find more people for my Discord. I changed or updated the invite code with a recent community post. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and if I test it and the link ever just doesn't work, I'm I'm just gonna go ahead and shut it down. Or I'm just gonna log out and just leave it. No one's coming. Nobody wants to hang out with me on Discord. It's I'm more active on Twitter anyway, because that's more publicly viewable and more likely to get interactions that I think are interesting. Discord feels like kind of isolated in a sense. Maybe I could go like check out some of that public Discord stuff and see what else. What else there is. But what do I talk to people about? I barely watch anime anymore. I watch VTubers, but I don't really get into like super details of stuff. Like, the way someone sings or details about games or all that. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But anyway, I do want to be productive, and I do want to get on a good track from here. So here's hoping. Thanks very much for listening. This has been Pillar Nexus. We'll see you another time.